What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
This is not
Not
another damn
another
podcast.
damn podcast.
Presented by
Our
our
damn
damn
selves.
selves. So 361.
361.
Yeah. Getting it in. What's good, kid?
Nothing much, just still uh staying busy with these we're doing stuff with like the kids and
Oh,
everything.
and before we go there, gotta say happy Cinco de Mayo to all my Mexicano brothers and sisters.
Yes.
Yeah. As we record this to Cinco de Mayo, yeah. So, and the day after for all my Star Wars fans, May the Fourth
The
be with
fourth
you.
be
So
with
yeah,
you.
big weekend for
I
Star
forgot to
Wars
post
and Cinco de
I
Mayo. Yeah.
forgot to post May the fourth be with you.
May with you. Yeah.
Somebody posted, they was like, who put this in the month of May? Just ghetto. They was like, rent, bills, Cinco de Mayo, May the 4th be with you, Memorial Day. There was like all this money we're spending in the month of May. Like, who decided to put all this stuff in May? Mother's Day. It was like, you do spend, and then if you have like kids, then like if you're
And
paying
I'm about to say
off.
Feast's birthday.
You
Gotta throw Feast in there.
do spend a lot of money in May. You do start spending.
I ain't spending money on Feast, but I get what you're saying.
And you're getting ready for like if you are a person who likes to garden and do things like that. So like you're trying to set up your
That's
backyard.
what that babe doing that. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
because she's playing. She's she's getting her Juanita from Baby Boy on. She's starting a vegetable garden. Yeah.
The older I get Juanita's garden now. As a mom,
Yeah, she's
I understand that garden now.
got
I
her
understand that.
tomatoes, her peppers. She's getting the greens. She's like she's getting her vegetable garden. I said, okay, that's what's up. Get your vegetables in. Yeah.
I said I was going to do me like a plant box and get it together, but I'm just like I'm feeling lazy again. I'm like maybe I'll do it next. But maybe I just need to just force
As we
myself.
know, as Chicago sports fans, next year is our year. Next year is your year. As we say.
Here's my year.
As a Chicago sports fan, that's our motto.
Well, but to my defense, I've only been in my house now a year and a half.
Yeah.
So it's
Not
like,
not like coming up on 40 like the Bears. It'll be 40 years next year with the Bears. It's been
we are
25 for the
stuff
Bulls.
in the
It's like, yeah,
crew.
Bulls was 25 last year, so 98. Yeah,
The only one who could really talk shit is the Sky and the Cubs.
Cubs are coming up on 10 years, so they can't talk shit all that much longer.
It's was awesome shit though.
Up on 10, no, yeah. Fox been 20, yeah. When you get 10 in, that's when you shut the fuck up then. It's okay, that's 10 years ago.
Yeah. Let's look at the
Fast
Cubs
10.
and the Cubs and the Sky are the only ones who can have some
And
bragging rights.
yeah, and this guy is like, come on. No, nothing against, but yeah, you reach in there. It's like, but it is some WNBA fans out there, but you're reaching with
I give it to the Cubs though, because it's like they didn't win for over 100 years. So I mean, hey.
it counts. It's like you might get a little more mileage out of that because of it. As 2016, that was that year because it's like the Cavs won the NBA title that same year. So like that one meant more than like certain like not all championships are created equal. Like yeah, like the 2016, like pretty much all the teams that won in 16, it meant something.
The Disney World championship. I'm looking at you, the bubble
On a bubble
championship.
title, yeah.
The bubble title. I'm looking at you who don't mean as much.
And then like some did that with the 99 Spurs, the lockout title. Like some people like certain ones like don't get like the same
Yeah, you don't get the
accolades like as
you don't.
others.
You don't.
But some of them
Dallas winning in 11. That was their year. Dallas winning 11. They get
of the
they
past.
get the accolades.
Dirk Nowitzki went through Kobe Bryant, Kevin
Kobe
Durant,
Bryant.
Russell Westbrook, and LeBron and shit, and Wade, and Bosh. He went through all of them on the way to the finals. Ended Brandon Roy. It's like that. He retired Brandon Roy. That was the last. Brandon Roy's knees went out after that. So retired Brandon Roy beat Kobe Bryant. Yeah, Kobe's last finals ever. It's like, I mean, last shot at winning the finals ever. It's like that was it.
Where Phil Jackson punched Pau Gasol and lost his cool. He punched you.
With the young Durant, Westbrook, and Harden beat them, yeah, like the young, right, and then beat LeBron, Wade, and Bosh in the
The
finals. Like, so
victory.
what a path! It's like, what a path to the NBA
That's why
finals.
Dirk, we salute you. We salute Dirk. We salute him on that. They deserve their accolades.
Yeah, some titles, like I said, are special. Yeah, like the KD Warriors ones, like people like don't really count those. Like, so not all of them are created equal. Yeah. People forget Kevin Durant is a two-time champion. You would think he never won shit the way people talk about his career. It's like people like almost don't count those. It's like when they say Durant choked again, like he got 2 rings,
He
but
got
like
two
people
rings.
almost don't count those because of the like because of how he won them. It's like not
Yeah.
all championships are the same. It's like
By the first Bulls championship,
yeah,
91,
91
super
is
special.
yeah, that's the one. And to me, that's the one. It's like oh, the others were like fun, but
You
91
swept
was the one.
you swept the Pistons. That
And
was just
and then beat Magic in 5 after that. It's like, yeah.
you swept that was just the culmination because when they beat and it's like okay, but now it's like the conference finals. Okay, you have to face the Pistons. They're your Achilles heel. You never going to beat the Pistons. Swept their ass out and caused them to walk off the court with 14 seconds left, not shake hands, made their bitch asses walk off. Straight bitches, like Horace Grant said, made them walk off the court.
And
And
then
you beat the Lakers in 5.
Magic, yeah,
In five.
retired Magic. I know it's the HIV, but retired Magic basically. He retired Magic and shit.
So that's why the Bulls' first championship in 91. Like, while that was over 30 years ago, we still be like, the first one, the first Bulls championship, first one.
That one just hit different. I remember that. I young I was like, yeah, in high
And of
school.
course, the third one, Paxson for 3, of course. That
Yeah, no,
was
the I said 3 and then 4 and 6. It's like the others were like fun, but it'll never hit
the
like that
first
first one
one.
to me. It's like yeah.
That
Because
first
it
one.
was the Lakers too, and like for those that know me growing up, like I was a Lakers fan before I was a Bulls
Showtime.
fan. Yeah, yeah.
Showtime.
And the Lakers are what got me into basketball. So
The
yeah,
Magic with the passes.
that was part pun intended. That was like a passing the torch moment. Okay, like so now
Mhm.
Jordan is officially like the GOAT. Like with that, but he's like because until he beat Magic, and it's like okay, yeah, like hey,
Mhm.
is he really the GOAT? Yeah, with no rings,
The
it's like.
Isaiah and Magic. So, yeah.
Especially Magic, yeah, the bad boys, like I said, they were like, fuck them. But
No,
yeah,
but I'm saying, but just like this,
Magic, I'm
that
like, okay, that was dope.
people
Yeah,
kept on saying we can't beat the Pistons, like because the Pistons kept on being our roadblock. Just kept on like we couldn't beat the Pistons.
yeah.
We just couldn't. We
Mike
couldn't beat
should
them.
have 7 or 8. Like if you could have got past some of them Pistons,
We couldn't beat the Pistons. We
yeah,
couldn't.
it should have like
It was just
7.
like the wall.
Yeah,
But then once we broke through that wall, it's like, okay, they win the title. We knew it. They gonna win. They still gotta beat the Lakers. They gonna win. They beat the Pistons. They
and
gonna win.
then,
They
and
gonna
then they
win.
lost game 1 in the finals. And like, oh,
Ooh, he's like,
here we go
ooh,
again.
start
It's
talking
like,
that shit. Ooh.
yeah, can Michael win? Yeah, is Michael? Yeah, is Michael a win? Can he win a championship? This really happened in '91. I'm not making this up.
This was over
People
30
ask like
years ago.
legitimate
So
questions. Yeah, can Michael win it? Yeah, he's
and
exciting. Yeah, like
he puts up stats. He's
he puts up
excited. He
stats.
can
And
dunk.
he got
Mhm.
cool shoes like the Jordans. But yeah, can this guy win a
Can he
champion?
actually win?
Yeah, that was a legit question.
Is
And
Michael Jordan a winner? That was the question. That was the
1991
legit
headlines.
question.
That was a legit headline in '91. But imagine if social media had been around there, Mike would have got buried and shit like after that game 1 and shit. Can you imagine and shit?
But
Sure,
thankfully,
Mike
that didn't
choking
exist
again.
back then.
Just you beat the bad boys don't mean shit. It's like they would have buried like
Mm-hmm.
1991. It's like
Mm-hmm.
then they won 4 straight. So there you go.
Since we opened the door for basketball, like I mean, we opened it with the
Might as
basketball.
well
We
talk a little
we
playoff.
could tap in. So we saw the report that TNT, their contract,
Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's talk the business first before we
their
get to the
contract is up. So
Yeah, it's
who
been
do you
heavy negotiations going on
who do
right
you
now
think is
between
going to go and
TNT and
try
the
to get?
NBA. It's been heavy negotiations.
Who do you think is going to try to get the contract? If TNT's contract is up, who would try to get the contract?
Let me do it. Let me make it official. Get my pipes ready, so I got to do it right.
Me, 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 me.
Uh,
If you
That's right.
guys didn't know,
NBC, who lost the contract back over 20 years ago, like 2002 is when the
yeah,
last
that's so
time the
cool.
NBA was broadcast on NBC. That's when ABC and the overlords at Disney came and took that over.
Oh, Lord.
They swooped in and
Disney like this.
they swooped in and took the end. That's how the NBA is on ESPN and ABC now because after the contract expired in 02, they took that contract over. So now TNT's TV rights are like on the line is and NBA has been on TNT since the early 90s or something like this. Like long as I can remember, they've been on TNT. Like you remember Elevator Ernie and all of that. They've been around like forever on TNT, like the early 90s. Like I said, NBA on TNT been around a long time, over 30 years.
I want the NBA on NBC back just so I can have the intro. Can we still keep the intro if you guys get it? Please keep the because you have to be our age to like appreciate that. Like when we would go, we would be sitting up front with dad and Feast and Kareem, and even mom would like hop in and watch some of those games. Even she would come in. So remember we saw the little graphic trace, the peacock on the, and then you knew it was about to go down. Yeah. The little graphic trace,
the all the shots are like over the years, like
they show Magic, they show Jordan, they show Bird,
like they showed the spectacular move. I remember that was in the intro. Yeah, the spectacular move.
Well, they showed the shrug.
they tied them together. It was cool how they did the intro. They showed the spectacular move and they showed the shrug. So that's two different finals. But they made it look like he shrugged after the spectacular move, the way they edited it there. Oh, the spectacular move. And then they saw it shrug right after. Like, that was actually two different games and two different finals. But the way they edited it looks like he shrugs after the spectacular move.
If you know the names, Marv Albert, Hannah Storm.
We're going to break it down. But the names Marv Albert, Mike Fratello, Amar Rashad, Hannah Storm, and Bob Costas mean anything to you. That was the dream. Forget Magic and Bird and Jordan. That was the dream team. That was the dream team. That was the dream team.
Forget Shapiro, Cochran, and Kardashian. That was the dream team.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the dream team.
That was the dream
team. Those
names
I just mentioned, that was the dream team. Yeah, Marv's your play-by-play. You have Mike is the color, the analyst. Yeah, you got Ahmad and Hannah. They do sideline.
Sideline.
And Bob Costas up in the booth. He's like, call it over. Yeah, he's like, hosting it on.
If those names mean anything to you, your knees are probably popping right now because you old as hell. If those names mean anything to you,
got a little gray right up in here.
Up in here.
Missing something up in here, which I got both. Missing something here. Got some gray here.
Knees are definitely popping for me.
Yeah.
Well, I would want them to bring it back. It's just some fond memories. And like we always say, people know what they're doing with these.
What fired up we were when we just mentioned all of that. Just singing a song, we got pumped. It's like,
these openings, they know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, it makes you want to watch sports. I used to joke about that with shout out Leon Rogers. We used to joke about that all the time. They definitely, you might be thinking about sports, but you will hear now you want to watch football all of a sudden. I feel like watching some football.
Fox does have the best opening, the best theme though for football.
The NFL on Fox, they definitely.
Fox does have the best.
You look
Monday Night Football is good too.
Football got the best. They got the three best ones. Yeah, you got that one. You got Monday night, and then you got the CBS one.
The CBS one is good too.
It's like those. They all get you hyped. All of those. And then the NBA got some, like we mentioned, the NBA on NBC. And TNT, they got a pretty iconic one.
Because what I picture when I see that, I picture the people coming out like when Kyle Kuzma had on the the dodo from
they saw him walking in the building.
He had that dodo outfit on from Looney. You know the dodo, like the crazy dress dodo. He came dressed with that where Russell Westbrook comes dressed with some bullshit all the time, It's like that's what you picture when you hear the TNT.
We see the TNT squad. It's Shaq, then Ernie, then KJ, and then Chuck all the way on the end, sitting there at the table.
See them sitting there at the panel.
Yeah.
And how Ernie keeps a straight face with those dudes. He got patience. Ernie got patience with dealing with them three sometimes. He has the best patience in this world.
So people are saying if TNT loses that contract, you got to bring those guys over to NBC.
Of course,
After high, you got to
they
bring
losing. They're
you
not
got to
losing
bring
it.
inside the NBA. That's part of the contract. Yeah, you must retain. You must bring this show over
And then it's
to
just inside
NBC.
the NBA on NBC. It's
Yeah,
just that now.
yeah.
Just
You
change the
must
letters
bring
around a
them.
little.
You must bring them over with them. They
They're
have to
not
be
going to
part. They
lose
have
it.
to be part of the package.
Oh, you know, Shaq is a businessman. Shaq is like he'll drop
You
his
know,
own
Shaq.
contract.
Yeah,
Shaq will drop his own
yeah,
damn contract. He's a businessman.
NBA on NBC. Yeah, you know, big man Shaq's coming over.
But I'm excited.
Rest in peace to the late Craig Sager. He was part of the TNT family for years,
I still want
decades.
to find those Craig Sager Air Force Ones. I still want to find some. I want
Yeah,
some Sager ones. I still want some of those.
I want to. There might have been a special release, like I'm not. Yeah, because I know it came around when he died. I wonder if like
Yeah.
some of the proceeds went to like cancer
Went
research.
to the Cancer Foundation. It should have.
I wonder if it was like a fundraiser. Like I
It
don't know.
definitely should have. It
Yeah,
definitely should
I
have.
know those were a limited release. Like and I don't know if Nike might have donated something. Yeah, that would have been
Because I
if they
really
did
wanted
that.
some of those Sagers. I wanted some of those Sager ones. I really
But
wanted those.
Kenny had him on right after he died. He had some on the show, on the
And
panel.
that's when I was like, I want those. That's why I was like, I want those. That's why Kenny with them on.
Yeah, you got to bring Shaq and the Fool. All of that got to come with it. Shaq and the Fool.
Shaq and the Fool.
No JaVale McGee references no more. We saw what happened that last time.
When the mama tried to step in, you know it's serious. When
Yeah, the mamas
black
both
mamas
had
don't
to.
play. We don't
Especially
play as black
Shaq's mama.
women.
She said, "Okay, knock it off."
I think Shaq's mom is still like, I think Shaq's mom would be the one who said, "You still not old enough or big enough to, I'll put you over my knee." She said, like, she
Shaq's
put
mom was
Shaq
like
over her knee.
she'll grab a house shoe in a second. She wanted to buy a house shoe and shit.
Like, hey,
She wanted him to be like, "Yeah, I got something for you." That's Shaq's mama. Whip out that
mama
house.
don't play. Better not mess with her. Shoot. But yeah, but the deal is for 2.6 billion that
So now ball is in your court, TNT, like, yeah, what's your counter move and shit? Because that's NBC's offer.
So we'll be watching like this, like a tennis match. It'd be
yeah.
that's how I'll be watching.
Turner don't want to lose that contract. I'm pretty sure that's their biggest show is the NBA. It's like that's their biggest thing. Like the highest rated shows are probably all
Turner
the
got
NBA.
some long money, but
They got long money, but they
see
fight
that,
with NBC does too.
NBC because after that Peacock, they made that football money with the Peacock stuff.
Yeah, they got football rights. Yeah, I think that's how I think NBC might have stole because and I'm old enough to remember when NFL aired on TNT back. I remember they had like so I'm thinking that's the Sunday night games. So they might have stole that from NBC. Like I mean NBC might have stole that from Turner, but so I just had a thought right now. Yeah, I remember back in the early 90s. I remember the NFL airing on TNT. So maybe and like they probably like took the Sunday night games and put them on NBC. So is history gonna repeat itself where they take the NBA contract now too? So very interesting.
But as old millennials and Xers, we welcome back the NBA on NBC.
You got like the late Robin Harris said his Pops and House Party. You grew up on it, yeah.
We grew up on it.
Yeah.
That's some of my best memories as a kid watching the Bulls with that on NBA or NBC.
It's just the way they presented it was because the NBA was on CBS back before, and it was just it was dull as fuck compared to the NBC coverage. NBC gave
my face like
the NBC gave them flavor and shit. And now what's the people kind of say like it's not as bad as the 80s and CBS, but ABC's coverage is kind of dull compared to what the NBA compared to TNT. Theirs is dull. I mean, like TNT has the better presentation of NBA basketball. ABC is cool, but it's not that TNT is just a better presentation, which is what the NBC had the better presentation. Like certain we like the sports, we like certain presentations. Like the NFL on Fox, the best presentation. But against NBC and ABC and CBS or Amazon, whatever.
It's basically It's basically sauteed spinach versus collard greens. Basically, that's what
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
Like
The
spinach is
presentation is
good, like
better. Yeah.
sauteed spinach. Okay, that's fine. But some collard greens
Yeah.
with smoked turkey. Okay,
Or like or I call or like Chick-fil-A versus Harold's and shit.
thank
Chick-fil-A is
you.
cool and shit, but yeah, don't hit like
You
Harold's.
want
No damn it.
you want some mild sauce and a
Yeah, you'll
sickly
eat Chick-fil-A, like you'll watch the NBA on ESPN. No, yeah. But ain't nothing like that TNT coverage.
than the
So, yeah,
Harold's.
yeah,
Shout
that's Harold's.
out to Angel Reese who went to Harold's. They
Yeah,
took her to
she
Harold's.
started out Harold's. Yeah, unlike Wale, who said it was overrated. Angel Reese said, like her Chicago people said, I gotta take you here. They told her. She might have never even heard of Harold. He
They
said,
took her
we
immediately.
gotta take you here. Like, come here. You have to have this chicken. They were telling.
They took her to Harold's and she said, "This is delicious.
Like she said that shit hit and shit.
It's delicious." So now I want to know what was her dinner? What she get? Did she get
That would been my question. What'd you get? And definitely was it mild or hot? Yeah,
mild and hot? Well, my thing, I do both. I do mild and hot on mine. I like
team
to
mild
mix
sauce right
mine.
here, baby.
I do mild and hot. I do
Mild
both.
sauce and lemon pepper, baby. Let's go.
No lemon pepper, mild sauce and hot. No bread, no slaw. That's what I do on mine.
No slaw, but I take the bread because I got to put my fries on the bread. See, the soggy bread and shit. Yeah. And when you put your sauce and you got the soggy piece of bread.
The soggy, you got to put it, you make a fry sandwich.
Put that bread on there and shit, the fries on that soggy bread. Now I'm hungry and shit. God damn it.
And then people probably like what the hell are you guys talking about? It's a Chicago thing.
Who likes soggy bread? Like trust. Like
now play out the universe. Harold, can we get an endorsement, Harold?
They're brought to you by our damn selves and Harold's. Let's go, man.
We get it.
Part of the contract, we got to get free Harold's. It's like going in the contract. Free Harold. Part of the damn contract.
but we can shift like I said, we had to do the business side, but now the playoffs are.
Yeah, we headed into the second round. Shout out Jameer Nelson. Now we actually are seeing some in the second round. It's like, yeah, see you in the second round. Atlanta said they Marseille Martin that shit. Like, yeah.
The question for us.
Young Marseille, they did that. Like,
it ain't over till it's over.
Yeah, let's pull up the bracket. As we stand now. The Cinco de Mayo edition of the bracket. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The Cinco de Mayo. Okay. As we record this on Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So the Western Conference is done. Yeah.
Yeah, there's set.
One more Eastern Conference game out there. So let's start out West and shit. Yeah. Thunder swept the Pelicans. No surprise there. sorry, Zion. Sorry, Brandon Ingram is they out of there. Yeah. We had the Mavericks beating the Clippers, which I predicted. That's one. I thought it would go 7, but they actually closed in 6 though.
Yeah. I think I predicted Mavericks to be. I had to look back
at Mavericks in 7 because I thought that would be a long series. Because
I got to look back and
see. Clippers do got some. They got some
firepower.
Have a big 3. Got their ass. Some say 4 if you count Westbrook. Some people don't count him. It's like but they do have a legit big 3. Yeah, with Kawhi, Paul George, and Harden. It's like they got a legit 3. It's like Another surprise, Timberwolves sweeping the Suns. I knew the Timberwolves would win. I didn't see a sweep there though.
Yeah.
So that's why I say people are questioning KD's legacy because
he has 2 rings already.
Yep, he got 2. Yeah, he won with God. People almost don't count because the Warrior rings, we don't count those. It's like
still won.
Yeah. And then another non-surprise, which I think we both said Nuggets.
I said 5. We predicted that. We said 5 because I said LeBron's not going to get swept.
I said he's not going to get swept 2 years in a row.
He's not going to get swept 2 years in a row. He does have some pride about him. He's not going to get swept 2 years in a row.
LeBron James is not getting swept 2 years in a row. He probably said it just.
I predicted that.
Now the question is, before we head east, like the big question now is, have we seen the last of LeBron James? His contract is up with the Lakers. He's a free agent. is he gonna come back one year to live out the dream to play with Bronny, who's entering the draft this year? Or is LeBron just say, fuck it, I'm done? It's like, yeah, like what
It could go either way.
What happens
It's
now?
really a 50-50.
Yeah.
It depends on how much he really wants to play with his son. Because I mean, this is
like, and he timed it perfectly. Now he's which I know LeBron's smart. He's a businessman.
He's a businessman.
So now he's just sitting and wait to see who drafts Bronny and just sign with that team.
Just sign with them, yeah.
So yeah, Bulls draft him. I'm just saying.
Nah. We already tried that once with LeBron coming here. Nah.
Draft Bronny, he would come here. It's better than what they're doing now, but you know.
It'll be funny then. So there are the people who hate LeBron here. Now you have to cheer for him.
Walking around with your LeBron jersey on and shit.
I would just laugh at shits and giggles like, what you call him, LeChoke and LeBish the other day? Now you go, Brian. we can go deep in the playoffs. Now you on his dick now. Okay. So that wasn't a
think even with LeBron, there's still a fucking play-in team, but that's what
it is.
With him, it's like it'd be like the Lakers. It's like
it might be an 8 seed,
a better play-in team. It'd be like
a 7 or 8 seed, but right. Not a 10. We'd be a 7 or 8.
So out west, yeah. The semis are set out west.
Yeah.
Thunder and Mavericks, and then Timberwolves Nuggets. Yeah. So let's do some predictions here. This could be good either way. Like, wow. So Minnesota took that game once. So
they stole it. I was watching that last night. They stole that.
Because I want to say, like, until you beat the champs, like, because Nuggets are still the defending champs. So it's hard to go against them. But the Timberwolves are looking pretty solid right now.
And Joker is still Joker.
Yeah.
Joker is still Joker.
Who could win his third MVP this year? We don't know who's winning the MVP. But some are saying Edwards could win the MVP. With Edwards
was playing out his mind last night. He was playing out his mind.
We got another possible MVP candidate in the other bracket we're gonna mention. Yeah.
Like he had 25, and the rest of the team had like 14 or like 15. He had like 25 of the 40 points. Like he was going off. He was going off.
Fuck it. I'm just like, I gotta make bold predictions. Like we ain't scared on this podcast. Yeah. Fuck it. Nuggets in 7. Fuck it.
Nuggets in 6.
Okay. You even bolder than me.
Because my thing is, you can get punched.
We both win Nuggets bolder than Denver. I ain't a bad MC with a temper. Let's go, man. We both.
The reason why I say it is because you make your adjustments. They came and
I just got a squad. Like I said, Joker, Jamal Murray, Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon. They got a squad.
Make your adjustments.
Yeah, they got a squad.
Make your adjustments, like I said. So now it's like, okay, you got. You wasn't expecting to come in and do that to you. So now you know what to expect now. So now the element of surprise is gone. So it's like, okay, make your adjustments and come out, punch him in the mouth as soon as you come out for game 2. You got to punch him in the mouth.
And you have now you must win in Minnesota because you gave up game 1.
Yep, you gave up game 1.
So now you have to steal one back in Minnesota. Yeah.
So I say Nuggets in 6. That's bold, but I can't. They're the champs. They're still the champs.
7. The Timberwolves are tough. That's what I'm saying. And
Timberwolves are tough.
And they swept the Sun. Timberwolves are undefeated right now. I just realized that.
Timberwolves are tough, but they're still younger.
Yeah.
Sometimes age can.
And Anthony Edwards could be the best player in the league someday, but just not yet though. Yeah. It's like, but maybe in 2 or 3 years, he could be the best player on the planet. We'll see. It's like he could be. Yeah.
This is fun. Mavericks and Thunder.
Thunder Mavericks. And once again, another young team. But then you got another guy who could be the best player in the league, Luka Doncic. So let's talk about Luka. Let's talk about Luka right now.
He still got Kyrie Irving.
And Kyrie, people forget like his wingman is Kyrie fucking Irving.
Uncle Drew, he still got Uncle Drew over there. So I mean,
some give credit for that 2016 finals that we talked about earlier, because he hit that shot. But the game was like it was a stalemate. It was tied for like 2 or 3 minutes, and then he hit that big 3-pointer.
Definitely gets the accolades in that.
And that gave him the that gave Cleveland the edge when he hit that three with like 52 seconds left. That gave them the edge.
Kyrie is definitely clutch. He's a clutch dude. He is.
So this is but what I'm just gonna say about Luka is it's only been two players that have done what he's doing in this player. Like Luka's averaging over 30 points in the playoffs. You know who the only other player ever to do that is?
Michael Jordan.
Michael fucking Jordan. It's like, why is nobody talking about this? Like that Luka is doing shit that only Jordan has done before. Nobody's talking about that. Yeah. Hey, Luka Doncic is like averaging over 30 for the players. Like Jordan's the only other guy to do that. So a career 30-point game, for the playoffs. It's like for his career. So he's a special player. Like I think maybe because he's white, motherfuckers don't care like that. But
he's white and foreign, so that's why. That's why.
If he was black, people will talk about him like
if you look at Luka,
talk about LeBron if he was black, basically.
And if you look at Luka, he's kind of like
he's not really exciting like that. Is like his
like he doesn't look super athletic on the outside. He just looks kind of regular degular. He's like a regular degular looking dude. So it's like but dude can play. He can ball.
But who do we have in this series? That's the question. I'm gonna let you go first this time. I always go ladies first. Ooh, ladies first. Ladies first. Like Moni and Queen. Let's go.
Mavs in 7. It's gonna be a dogfight.
It's
gonna be a dogfight. Mavs in 7. Dogfight.
I'm going Thunder in 7.
Okay, dogfight. Dogfight either way. Dogfight.
Thunder, yeah.
Because they're young. I said so. Like Kyrie got the experience. He's a champion, so Kyrie got that.
And Luka's balling out. Is like
so Kyrie can.
The guy, like I said, I mentioned the other MVP candidate we mentioned in this bracket, SGA. Like he's like he could actually win it. It's like some are saying that Joker is gonna win again, but there's a whole like group say because they did have the #1 seed out here. So So like SGA could be the MVP. SGA for MVP is like he could win it this year. Which now the Clippers look like the biggest dummies ever and shit now. Because that's why when they got Paul George, like guess who was part of that package? Like they traded away SGA to get Paul George to get playoff P and shit. Yeah. And now playoff P is sitting at home watching and shit. Yeah.
He's fishing.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's one of the guys because they traded like a suitcase of fucking draft picks, and SGA was part of that package that they sent to the OKC.
I think that a player is always like when you are traded, you do have like that ego where it's like, okay, you traded me, bet okay, I'm gonna show y'all. Like you got
Kawhi, that was part of Kawhi's condition for him going to the Clippers. He's like, you got to get Paul George, otherwise I won't sign. I mean, he wanted another start. So that's why they got him, like, because they probably could have just kept the guys they had, like SGA and shit, and they would have been fine. Probably would have been better off, especially the way he's balling out now. Like you said, like, who knows, does SGA become the SGA he is without that trade? Because now you got a chip on his shoulder. Are you going to trade me away? Okay. Now you got a chip on his shoulder. And now you're a possible MVP candidate. So we got our West set. Okay, I got the Thunder and Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals. You got the Mavericks and the Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals. Okay, East. We'll come back to this one bracket. We'll come back here. Celtics. We'll start in the first round. Let's go. Celtics beat. They didn't sweep. Well, I predicted a sweep, but they beat the Heat.
I predicted a sweep too.
Yeah, beat the Heat.
Because but then when Marcus, I talked to him, he was like, Miami is scrappy. You can't beat them. Like, I mean, you just can't beat them. You have to.
They went to the finals last year. They went to the finals last year as an 8th seed. So there's and
you have to fight them. You just can't go in and just be like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a cakewalk. It's never a cakewalk with Miami because they are feisty. Miami is feisty. He was like, they won't get swept. I thought they were going to get swept too, because Boston was just kicking ass. So
let's cover the other bracket before we come back here. Then your Bucks in 6 was wrong. It was 6 games, but unfortunately it was Pacers in 6. So.
Well, Bucks in 6 was wrong, so I mean I'll take that on the chance.
You got the 6 right, yeah.
I got the 6 right.
It's the Pacers in 6 though. Yeah.
It's always Bucks in 6. You gotta go Bucks in 6. I don't know.
Tyrese Halliburton is a
It's a
special player. It's
Midwestern.
like he's like they got a squad too. Yeah,
Yeah, they do.
yeah, they got a squad too with Halliburton and company. Yeah, the Pacers,
Now,
and then Knicks got it together. I gotta clap. I got
we said Knicks in 7, I think. We thought it was going to go 7. We thought this was going to go a
yeah, I
7
thought
game.
this would be the best series in the first
Yeah,
round,
me too. And
but
it was leading up to that, but Knicks shit the bed in game 5. They
yeah,
shit the bed.
they should have closed out in 5. It's
They
like
should
they
have
they
closed
were
at
up by
5.
6 for like 20 seconds, something like that.
They were up. It was 25 seconds left.
They were up by 6, 2 possessions.
How the fuck did it go to overtime
And
and you
overtime and
lost?
lost in overtime.
How the fuck? That
Yeah,
was my question. But
Tyrese
Maxie pulled
Maxey.
up from the logo and hit it through. Maxie, when he pulled up from the logo, because I was like, oh, he gonna pull from the logo, and he made that three. I was like,
Yeah,
ooh,
Philly is not.
Maxey.
Philly is not. They really not a play-in team. They're not your traditional number 7. Like
Yeah,
remember,
yeah,
Embiid was hurt for like most of the
yeah. He
year.
was hurt, so I mean,
They
of
should
course
be
they're
up
gonna
there at the top, like maybe
drop
like where Cleveland. They should be like 4, like where
like
Cleveland.
3 or 4. Yeah,
Like
possibly. Yeah.
Philly really should be up there. It's like yeah, they
Yeah, it
should.
should be like 3 or 4. Yeah, they
Yeah,
should
they
never
should
go
all
lower.
switch them in the Bucks. The Bucks probably should have been it's like where they yeah, that was good. Like Philly should have been there in that bracket. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they should have been up. Yeah, but Embiid missed a lot of time, so that's why they were number 7 in the play-in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because of that. Yeah, but really they should be like the top of the Eastern Conference without the injuries to Embiid. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I got to congrats to Knicks and Jalen Brunson. Let's talk about him.
Jalen Brunson been
Ooh.
balling.
Jalen Brunson. No
He
one, I guess because it's the Knicks, but nobody's mentioning him in the MVP conversation. It's like it's like this is the one like dude been balling, bro.
When Maxie hit the best still shots, I don't know if you saw it. When Maxie hit the 3 and he was walking back. You saw Tracy Morgan doing this.
All right, Tracy
Tracy
Morgan,
Morgan was flipping the ball. You saw Ben
lifetime,
stealing.
long time Knicks fan. Tracy
You saw Ben
Morgan.
stealing like this, yelling.
New York niggas are the funniest. That's what.
That was what made him play. You see Fucker.
New York
like
niggas
this.
are the craziest.
You see Fucker and Hustle Man like this.
I love Knicks fans. They funny and shit.
When I saw that, I was like, yeah.
Knicks fans are
They
hilarious.
real fans.
They're hilarious.
Because real fans, like, we know we don't get down with that. Like, I mean, how many Chicago, you talk to us, we still say fuck the Pistons in Chicago. We still say
day, man, yeah.
fuck the Pistons. Fuck them.
Day.
To this day,
Yeah.
we don't get down with them. I don't care. I can be like, yeah, y'all got a nice squad, but still, still, I don't like y'all.
This is the 20th anniversary of the 04 Pistons. You don't see me giving them accolades.
No, I don't, and I won't.
I won't. I've seen some posts in my basketball groups I'm part of. It's like 20 years ago, like the biggest upset. Yeah, you just see me liking none of those.
I won't give it.
You didn't see me liking none
of those. I know it's petty, but I'm not. And they're not going to give us accolades. They still don't. Hey, Isaiah, you still don't like Jordan.
Exactly. Yeah, I love it though. Yeah, I like how they keep the same energy. Like Isaiah still won't call Jordan the GOAT no matter.
35 years later, you still won't call this man the GOAT, even though he obviously is. 35 plus years later.
I love the energy. Is like, and Isaiah, he still swears about that Jordan kept him off the dream team, which probably he did. He probably said, if Isaiah's playing, I'm not playing. It's like it's probably so that's probably what happened. You got to make a choice. He's playing, and I'm not and shit. Yeah.
Him, me. Did he really want him, or do you really want me?
That probably really happened. It's like, what makes it even more fucked up because, like, you know who the coach for the fucking dream team was? It was Chuck Daly, the Pistons coach. So, yeah. So he went to your coach and told him, "Hey, like either Isaiah or me. Like, which one, dog?" It's like
his hands were tied. Like, hey, I mean,
he
it's
went
business.
to your coach and shit.
It's business.
Phil Jackson was coaching, and then Jordan wasn't on the teams like that. He went to your coach and said, "Hey, like,
I like it though."
Hey, man.
Shout out to the Knicks for pulling out because I was like, if it goes game 7, I was like, Philly.
I said, we talked about. I said, out of Knicks going Knicks. We said that when they lost that game 5, I said they have to close out in 6 now. If it goes 7, even though 7 would be in the Garden, but anything can happen in game 7. So like, it has to. You have to close this out in Philly. Yeah, you know, don't wait.
73 Warriors lost in 7. So
exactly, and once again, they could have won game 5. Like, yeah, it was a 3-1, just like that. They were up 3-1. Then when the Cavs won in 5, it's like then they came back home in Cleveland. Said Warriors are gonna win. They have to close out in Cleveland.
They have to close now.
Anything can happen in game game 7. I was like, yeah,
Mhm.
anything can happen. Yeah.
Because why even put yourself in that position to be in an elimination when you could have closed it?
Yeah.
Why?
So like I
But
said,
I was
Knicks
like,
go
yeah, okay,
Knicks,
the
yeah.
Knicks. All right, Knicks.
In the second round, looking. I had the Knicks going to the Eastern Conference Finals. I still got them going there. Yeah. So Knicks, Pacers. Let's predict this before we hit the.
Okay, Knicks and 6.
I like that. Knicks and
Knicks
6.
and 6.
I like it. It sounds.
Jalen Brunson been playing. I mean,
He's
Halliburton been, but Jalen Brunson been.
yeah.
It's like, because it seems like the whole team, it was like the whole 76ers was like on Jalen Brunson. That's how it felt like at one point in the game. It's like they were just all like him. And I'm like,
They
oh.
looking genius for that. Remember when the Knicks signed Brunson, how everybody roasted him? Because like, he was with Dallas. It's like, yeah. So
Yeah, he was in Dallas. Yeah.
they offered him that $100 million deal. Motherfuckers like, for Jalen Brunson, really? Is like, because really for yeah, now like they looking like geniuses. now
He's
now it's like a bargain. That $100 million deal
a
is like
second
looking like a
generation
bargain.
too, right?
Huh?
Brunson is a
Yes.
second generation
Yeah, his
too.
father, Rick Brunson, actually played here in Chicago. It was during the
Yeah.
crappy rebuild years. That's why nobody remembers him. It's like, but
10
I
Floyd
remember
years.
Rick Brunson. It's like,
That was during that era.
it was during that crappy, like early 2000s like era when the Bulls were
The
terrible.
10
It's like,
Floyd Bulls.
yeah,
The
like
less said about that team, the better.
Rick Brunson was around, so it means I probably saw him live. So me and Fees went to some of the games.
Y'all paid for games. Y'all were something else.
So
I didn't pay to go to
we
that.
saw Jalen
Y'all
Brunson
paid.
playing.
You
Yeah.
paid for that.
Well, let's finish out the Eastern Conference first round. Game 7. Well, it'll be over by the time this podcast airs, but right now is Cavaliers Magic. I'm going Cavaliers. They taking the game 7. I said, who you got?
Are they at home?
Yes,
Yeah.
Cleveland got home. Yeah, home court. Yeah.
I'll say Cleveland's going to take it because I mean
And like
they have,
Orlando, they got some players. I think Cleveland's
Orlando got a squad.
it's got
They
a
do.
better team. Like I said, I
But
like
Cleveland,
Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, the Fro, the Spider, yeah, Donovan
Spider,
Mitchell. So, yeah,
Donovan Mitchell,
they got
Spider,
a squad. It's like yeah,
Spider, just Spider
that
alone.
Spider. You got the Fro, you got Darius Garland, you got Evan Mobley. They got a squad. Yeah. So,
But with Cleveland, because the egg is on their face because they should have closed. But that's why I'm going with them because they're going to be at home and they should have closed at Orlando.
yeah, they should
And
have won in game 6. Yeah, they
and
should
it's
have.
always that redemption of like when you don't close when you should have closed. And it's like, okay, now we gotta go to game 7. Okay, now we gotta come. When we're at home, we're in front of our fans. We're gonna come and we're gonna, they're gonna come, I think, out very aggressive. I think they're
Yeah.
gonna come out super aggressive.
So Cavaliers and Celtics then.
Well, it doesn't matter whoever's there with the Celtics. The Celtics is gonna win.
Boston in 6. I'm going Boston in 6.
Celtics in 5.
Oh, you got them in 5. Okay. We both got the Celtics going.
They
We just don't know how many games it's going to go. We both got them going, though. Yeah.
Nobody's going to beat the Celtics.
Porzingis is hurt, though, but they still got a lot of other weapons. They don't really need him. You got, Jaylen Brown. You got
Tatum.
You got Jrue Holiday. You got a lot of other weapons. So
that was a nice pick. Jrue Holiday. That was a nice
great trade. Yeah.
That was a great pickup right there.
So
he does what needs to be done. He's that player who goes in and he goes and he makes things happen.
So did the Bucks fuck up? Is like, yeah, where they had him, yeah, and he was on that champ. They wanted Dame. I get it. It's like it's Dame, but sometimes the best player is not the best fit. Like Jrue probably would have been a better fit for the Bucks than Dame.
I was just about to say that because if you throw a bunch of great players together, the pieces may not always fit.
And we seeing that with let's come out of this now. We seeing that with the Lakers and shit, like how the mess they put together.
Mm-hmm.
The bubble team, had they kept that team together, like they might have been able to do some damage, but they decide we want Westbrook. They had to like you going for like the shiny names, the big names. It's like, yeah, but he probably should have kept Kuzma and those guys. Like he probably should have kept that depth. It's like, yeah. It's like you should have kept some of those and yeah, Kadavius Caldwell Pope, who won a ring with Denver, by the way.
So they
You
want
probably should have kept those guys. It's like,
and Lakers fans still want Alex Caruso back. They still want
Alex
Caruso.
Caruso. Yeah, you should have kept those guys. Like, yeah.
But I mean, I applaud. Thank you for giving Caruso to us. Thank you.
Should have
We'll
kept the
accept that gift.
Carusos,
Thank
the
you.
Kuzmas, the KCPs of the world. Is like, because then but you had to have Westbrook though. It's like, so y'all fucked up. It's like, because you wanted a name. It's like, yeah, that was all LeBron. They say, or the GM as they call him, that was all LeBron. You know, on Darvin Ham got fired too. They
We
now
seen the
people are talking
video
about
with
because
him talking to Bus. We seen the
the GM as they say.
but LeBron is pulling them strings
You know,
behind the
he's like,
scenes.
yeah, like, yeah, y'all, you know, y'all drafting Bronny, right? You know, he's talking to the bus. You know, he's selling. Y'all drafting Bronny, right? Because that's the only way I'm coming back. He's like, you know, he's selling.
But it's business. I get it.
Yeah, and there's like, so this is LeBron's eighth coach. People are talking about because LeBron, the coach killer, as they calling him now, because Darvin Ham just got fired. Because no, anytime you lose, like, you got to blame somebody. It's like, so it's usually the coach first and shit.
Usually the coach first.
Yeah,
Which sometimes it's not right because because personally I'm still because I looking at them now, it's like we should not have gotten rid of Thibodeau.
Absolutely not, man.
We should not. Like, why did we get rid of Thibodeau?
Especially for Fred fucking Hoiberg. Really is like, that's who you fired Tibbs for? This clown.
And
is
here's
like,
my thing. I think that, and this is like, I know like people might think this is kind of bold, but I don't think it is. But I think that Hoiberg and both Donovan are college coaches.
Yeah.
I think they're better as college coaches. They're not bad coaches, but I think that NBA might be a little bit too big of a stage.
Yeah, those are college coaches like Hoiberg and that. But Jim Boylan, he was a bad coach.
No, yeah, Jim Boylan doesn't know. Yeah, he was bad.
The other two, yeah, put them on the college level.
They weren't bad. Like Hoiberg
should never be allowed.
bad.
Jim Boylan should never be allowed to coach. Yeah. He should be banned from coaching for life. I'm talking about like Pee-wee basketball. Like, he should be banned for life.
Jim Boylan can coach. Like if you like have like the family reunion, you like playing teams like that. He can do that. He can coach.
I'd want to play for the opposite team, even on a family game like that. I don't care who the opposite coach is. Like, as long as it's not him and shit.
That's the level of coaching that he should be.
Put me on the team that Jim Boylan is not coaching.
That's his talent right there, is coaching your family at a family reunion pickup game. That's what he should do. But the other two coaches weren't bad. They just aren't NBA. Because it is a difference between NBA and college. It's a difference.
Yeah, different mindset, different approach. Because college, you typically play once a week. It's like NBA, you're playing like the four times sometimes. Like, you got a lot of games.
82 games in the season.
82 games is like,
you got playoffs.
Yeah, well, the tournament is one and done. The playoffs, you got to win the best of 7. It's like, yeah, it's a different approach.
And then when you look at coaches like the great Coach K, he never went to NBA.
He had offers. I remember the Lakers made him an offer.
He had offers, but Coach K said no.
Phil was retiring. The Lakers, they went after. He said, "No, I'm staying at Duke. I'm good." He probably thought about it. He's like, "Yeah, I get to coach Kobe," and he's like, "I think I'm gonna stay here."
Coach K was like, "Nope," because I mean that worked for him. The Duke still, like, I mean, if you look at Coach K, it's like he's deemed the greatest college coach.
Now you had some of those other guys that did make NBA runs and didn't work out, like John Calipari he went back to college because he's a college legend, but NBA he was mid.
Did Fred go back to college?
Fred might have gone back. I think he did.
I think that it's talks about they're trying to get Diamond back to college because it was like
because he probably, I wouldn't be surprised if they fired him after the season. He might get fired. It's like, that's why they saw
Diamond did win the 2 titles in Florida. He won the,
he
did that. He won the Florida with Joakim Noah and Al Horford, Big Al.
Horford, yeah, I forgot. Boston got Big Al. Yeah,
Big Al.
Saying Porzingis being hurt that night because like Big Al, just like you got him, like dust him off. No, he's a little older, but yeah, dust him off. Put okay, yeah. Al, you're up. It's like, yeah.
It's a little snow on the roof, but it's still fire in the. He still got some fire. He still got it.
He'll take Porzingis' minutes now. Yeah, Big Al out there.
But I saw a thing. that they're trying to like Rondo was trying to coach.
I was gonna mention that the Lakers are looking at Rondo. He was part of the bubble title, so it makes sense. Like, yeah, Rondo would have coached them, yeah. Because Rondo got a basketball mind, like him,
He
like
does.
yeah, like
And he's a
Rondo.
hell of a defender. He's a hell of a defender. He was, yeah. And Rondo got them big ass hands where like he was just like, yeah.
No, I met Rondo at the Nazi when Nazi was doing his benefits. Rondo was at
Oh
home.
yeah.
He got them oven mid hands and shit.
the catcher's mid hands.
So I shook his hand. I was like, bro, because Rondo looked like a regular dude. Like, yeah, he's like, yeah,
And he's like 6 feet,
like
maybe
six,
6'1", he's
barely
like
like
regular
maybe
size.
like 180. He's like, yeah, he's not that
A
big. Like
regular size dude.
you wouldn't even know he was an NBA player unless you know, like, because I watched basketball. That's why I knew who he was. I
You
said,
knew who Ray
yeah,
Rondo.
like, yeah, I knew.
He's just a regular size guy, but
Yeah, they got the big ass hands though. That's all. He's like, oh, okay, that's what.
that's why he could swipe the balls and swipe and get all those steals.
Steals and all of that. Yeah.
I remember seeing the video of him when they were releasing the Nintendo Switch on the Best Buy for Roosevelt when everybody was like crazy trying to get the Switch and you couldn't really get it. And then Rondo was in line. That's why he was playing with the Bulls. Did I just see Rondo? He posted a video and Rondo was in line. But no one, I guess, knew what he was. Like I said, he looked like a regular guy, so no one knew who he was. Like I said, if you don't watch basketball, like mom wouldn't know who he was. If she saw him walking down the street, she wouldn't know him.
And I think Rondo, to the best of my knowledge, like correct me if I'm wrong, somebody, yeah, but I think Rondo's the only player in history to win a championship with both the Lakers and the Celtics. I think he is. Yeah, because he won the 08 Celtics and then
08
the
Celtics
bubble,
and
the 2020
bubble
Lakers.
Lakers.
So I think he's the only player to do that. The two winningest teams in NBA history, which are tied at 17 now, but Boston looks like they might be about to change that. They might take the sole spot as number one with number 18 this year. It's like, but I think Rondo's the only player to win championships with both teams. Like that's pretty cool.
We still got our 6. I'm just holding like this. We still got our 6.
And we
got our 6.
We got pushed to 4th place, by the way, because Golden State. Because like when they won in 21, like
oh yeah, Golden State got 7.
21 or 2, whatever year it was, they won. They passed.
Yeah, they got 7 now.
Because that was 4. The Steph Curry era is 4, and then they had 3 from like previous eras, like from back in the 70s and shit like that. Yeah. So their numbers, yeah. So it's all the Warriors passed. That's okay. And the Bulls are 4. The Spurs are 5th with their 5 with Tim Duncan.
5 golden rings.
Yeah.
We still got 6.
Yeah.
We got 2 hands. We still got this. We can do it 2 hands.
Celtics and Lakers are both at number 17.
Yeah, right? No one's catching that.
Yeah.
Mainly because of Bill Russell and
most of the Celtics came during the Russell era.
Bill Russell,
that's why people say the Lakers are the greatest franchise because they won throughout different eras.
They're different eras because they won with
the Minneapolis Lakers with George Mike, and they won with Wilt Chamberlain and Jerry West. Showtime in the 80s with Magic and Kareem is like, yeah. And
Kobe,
Shaq in Kobe. Yeah. And then they won with LeBron in 2020. It's like, so they do different eras. They know how to win
all across the board. So
probably like over a dozen of the it was at least 11 with Russell. I think it was like 13 total from that era, like that era that they won
8 in a row.
Yeah, they won like 13 from that era alone. And then Bird got his 3, and then you got the 1 championship with Paul Pierce
with the original Big 3.
Yeah,
that's why I thought they were the original Big 3. They were.
Speaking of like that team, it's like Doc Rivers the most mid coach of all time.
Well, I mean, he's sitting at home now because
he somehow like the Bucks got worse when they hired him. People they got him, people were excited. Okay, now they got Doc. It's like they could have kept Adrian Griffin. Like they fired Griffin because something happened with that was a Giannis move. Yeah, Giannis got his LeBron on that because I think Giannis he like a little nepotism is okay. Yeah,
Giannis had his brothers there. Yeah,
Thanasis and they both they suck. It's like I think Griffin wanted to cut his brother, so he got him fired. I think it was something like that's the rumor that's out there is that
cut my brother, I'll cut you.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know how true, but that's the rumor. They tried to get rid of Thanasis, and he said, "Okay, we're gonna get rid of you."
Where there's smoke,
it's fired. So it's probably something to that. as we shift gears away from basketball, we did a damn near whole basketball.
It's basketball season because we had to start with the business.
Yeah, we're in the playoffs right now. WNBA season just started, so both Angel and Caitlin have had their debuts. So yeah, they both got their debuts.
Angel did good in her debut. I have to look at Caitlin.
They both squad. They both balled out. Yeah.
Yeah, they did well.
Yeah, you know I said that's gonna be that might be the rivalry. That might be the bird and magic of the WNBA.
I want it to be.
All eyes are on both of them. They watch.
I want it to be. I want both ladies.
All eyes on Indiana and
I do want
Chicago
them to
right now.
shine.
They watching. Yeah, they watching both teams now.
I want both ladies to shine. Of course, I want Chicago to shine more, obviously, but but I want both ladies to get their accolades. I want both of them too.
But I forgot to mention this last week, so I'll mention it right now. The 2024 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees have been announced, baby. Yes, it's been announced. We announced the nominees. Now we got the finalists. Yeah.
All right, break it down.
Read them off. Let's start with the legend herself, Mary J. Blige. Yes, Mary's a Hall of Famer, y'all.
Go Mary, go Mary.
Mary's in, well deserved.
Go Mary.
You got who I thought would have been in, but it makes like Cher. She's in.
Yeah, I thought Cher had been in. Yeah. Cher is a legend. She is like.
I wonder if she's in with Sonny. She might be in. This might be his first solo career. I wonder.
Cher's a vampire. She's like 80 years old. Like Cher is like 80, but she's a vampire.
She still looks the same. She did like in the 90s. When do you believe in love? When that was. Still looks the same. Like 30 years ago.
She's a vampire. But she said she dates younger men, so I mean,
yeah,
like so maybe.
Thing. She was the original cougar. Before cougar became a thing, like Cher was doing it in the 80s. She was dating.
Cher's boyfriend's younger than me.
Yeah. Dating young guys back in the 80s. The Dave Matthews Band is going in.
Okay. That's a good pick.
Foreigner. You want to know what love is? I remember that. That's Peter Frampton. Yeah.
I thought he would have been in too.
I thought he would have been in too. Yeah.
It's like he made auto-tune, like that was like a thing.
Yeah, he's the like him and like Roger
Troutman.
That early auto-tune era.
They're like the godfathers of auto-tune.
Yeah, early auto-tune era, yeah.
And I know Peter Frampton because he was on The Simpsons with the pig. That's what I know him because of The Simpsons.
Yeah. And here's one I really thought should have been in a long time ago. Kool and the Gang, man. I thought they'd been in.
I was shocked. I was like, why?
They've been around since the 70s. Like, Robert,
too hot.
That's the Kool and the Gang. I know more the 80s version, but back in the 70s when they were just instrumental, like Summer Madness and all of that, it's like they've been around since the fucking 70s. I thought Kool and the Gang.
I know Too Hot.
I know, like Celebration and Too Hot. Ladies Night, like I know their 80s stuff.
Yeah, like we grew up during the 80s, so. I said the wrong one.
And Joanna, we know Joanna. That's the Kool and the Gang we grew up with. It's like the 80s Kool and the Gang.
80s Kool and the Gang. So even still, even if we just look at the 80s, that's over 40
we just count that portion of their
that's over 40.
Like, that's when they had most of their hits. It's like, but they've been around before.
As a little girl, I remember that. Like I was like 3 listening to that. I remember their songs. So.
Kool and the Gang, yeah. We grew up on them, yeah. Yeah, they had some.
And I did.
What's the name? Like Marcus Chapman, like my favorite music historian in a way. He pointed out that Robert Kool Bell is the last original member that's still living. Yeah. So at least he gets to go in. Like, yeah.
At least he gets to like get the flowers.
Yeah, he gets flowers. See, I remember the era with JT. That's like the one that the 80s. That's the one we know. He was the lead singer in the 80s. That's the era I know mostly from Kool and the Gang. But before that, they were mostly instrumental in the 70s, yeah. With the bass player was Kool, was like the bass player, yeah. So, and he's still here, so he gets to go in. That's dope.
Nice.
My namesake, Ozzy Osbourne. Now, how the fuck is Ozzy just getting in now? How the fuck is Ozzy just getting in now? It's like Black Sabbath and shit. Like
Black Sabbath, yeah.
Come on, Ozzy's just getting
because he bit the head off the band. They was saying Peter was mad. Is that what it was?
Oh, yeah, Peter, like
Peter blocked it.
Ozzy,
I'm just making them shit.
How's Ozzy just getting in now?
Don't cover me. I'm just making that up.
Or maybe they didn't like his reality show, The Osbournes.
Oh, dude.
And of course, last but certainly not fucking least is like, yeah.
Dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun.
I gotta do it
Boom,
right. Yeah.
boom, boom.
I gotta do it right. Yeah, like the tour guy says on Midnight Marauders. Q-Tip, Fife Dog, Ali, Shaheed, Muhammad, and maybe Jerobi. A Tribe Called Quest. I don't know if he gets in, but the other three definitely get in. No, yeah. Q-Tip, the late Fife Dog, and Ali Shaheed are definitely in. Jerobi was only on the first album, so I don't know
And
if he
now they can say we on the award tour. You in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's a huge
went to
that's a flex.
Carvel to get a milkshake. My favorite album of all time is
Flex.
Midnight Marauders. I still break it out. I'm probably gonna listen to it today now.
I'll still go up award tour like when I hear that when it came on what was it? Was it Fly or like
Sirius XM Fly.
Dr. Bills? It was one of the serious channels and like as soon as I heard it, I cranked it up. I was just riding my car like, yeah, riding it like whoa. Yeah.
Fucking awesome. Like so I used to watch these guys on your MTV Raps back in there. And now they Hall of Famers. That's pretty fucking
As
amazing.
they said, as Biggie said, you never thought that hip hop would take it this far.
Exactly. Got to meet Tribe at the Rock the Bell show in Chicago. Well, not Chicago, the Tinley Park, but in Chicago they did the show there at the Tinley. You know the
Not Chicago.
yeah yeah I think the same place you went and
The
saw
Tweeter
Janet.
Center.
The same place you saw Janet at, I
Oh
believe.
yeah, the Tinley Park Convention. Yeah, Tinley
It was
Convention.
the Tweeter
It
Center.
was a
It's like
Tweeter Center
they
back in
keep
the day,
changing
but
the name of that place, but you
yeah,
know
you know it. They changed the
that
name.
yeah that I went out Tribe there. I was I had all access, yeah. Because shout out Feast was there like with his homie Jamal. It's like shout out Jamal. And Feast said got he had I guess he slipped somebody like to we got upgraded. It's like from the people had the lawn passes.
Salon
I guess they
passes. Yeah.
bribed somebody to get in the pavilion. And I was like, I said, oh, I'm backstage. So
That's a
that
flex.
ended that. Like, oh, never mind. He's like, yeah, yeah, just slip so and so. Yeah, let's give him like, yeah. And then they to 20 and they let us in. It's like, I was like, well, I'm backstage because I had my all access pass.
Well, I wasn't best. I was in the suite though where I saw Janet Jackson. I was in the suite watching Janet. I was like, no, I'm not doing the lawn seats. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I was backstage. And then Tribe was headlining. So when they got there, I was like, okay, mission accomplished. People know that's my favorite group. So got to meet the fellas. Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually got changed numbers, got Fife's number, which is like that's a highlight of my week. So I have Fife's, I still got Fife's cell number now. I still
Yeah,
got the
it's
late.
Spice personal cell.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty cool moment. Yeah. We got Fife's number. Yeah. So that's your Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2024 class right there. But you want to talk about who didn't get in? Well, this list might be just as impressive. The ones who didn't get in. Here's are the names that got left off. Eric B and Rakim. Yeah. They missed out. Yeah.
Thinking of
Mariah Carey. That's the same reaction I had. Mariah didn't make it in.
You got me feeling emotion. What?
Jane's Addiction. Not really familiar with them.
I know of them.
Sade.
Smooth operator.
So I'm saying the people who didn't get in might be more impressive than the ones who did get in. Sade didn't get in.
This is my face. Because Mariah and Sade is like.
And Eric B. and Rakim. Rakim is not in. It's like, thinking of a master plan, baby.
Nothing but sweat inside my hand. Like, that didn't get in.
The late Sinead O'Connor, probably because he like tore the picture of the Pope up. But nowadays, like, yeah, well, we know about the Catholic Church, like people would probably cheer her now if she did it. So she would get cheered now. Oasis. And finally, Lenny Kravitz. So that's the name. So I was like, this which list is more impressive? The ones who got in and the ones who didn't get in. And like, that's a whole class right there. Just the ones who didn't get in. It's like nominate all of them again.
Lenny did get his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
That's
he recently
good.
got hit. Because his daughter was talking about him. Because she said he still wears the same mesh shirt all the time. He doesn't wear that mesh shirt.
Oh, that was Zoe.
She made fun of her dad. You know it's love when your kids can make fun of you.
But yeah, very interesting. I'm happy that Tribe and Mary and Cool and the Gang and some of the others, but I was like Sade, Eric B and Rakim, Mariah. That's
Mariah.
pretty. Wow.
Sade is like my top of the list.
Yeah, it's either Sade or Rakim with me. So yeah,
Sade is my one for me. Now I say Mariah, you
it's
gotta
about faith.
gotta have Mimi. Come on, gotta put Mimi in.
Yeah, Sade should have got in though. Yeah, which I still like. I missed out on when Sade was here. The 2012 show, 2011 shows, whatever year those were. I had tickets. Like at the Will call. Didn't check my email.
And check your email.
Had a pair of tickets that Will called in. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, moral of that story: check your email.
Check your email,
ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, because you might miss out on seeing Sade, who hasn't been on tour since that. To the best of my knowledge, Sade might be done. She might be retired, but she hasn't had a tour since that. So, yeah. So let's wrap this shit up. Not another damn podcast. Had to talk about that because I mentioned we ran out of time last week. So I said, let me get it before I miss it again and shit. I wanted to give Tribe their flowers. He got to and shit, yeah, because they ended the Hall of Fame now.
Listen to Tribe. I think I might listen to some in a minute.
Definitely listening, yeah. We definitely appreciate you supporting us, episode 361. Go ahead and give us a like to show us further support. Also, subscribe, share, rate, review all your platforms. Talking Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeart, TLC Talk Radio, YouTube, and your Amazon Alexa devices. Also, follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram, TikTok, and X. Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook as well.
And you can check me out, MSIMA8626 on Instagram, X, and TikTok. Also, STR8GLEY1 on X, STR8GLEY7 on Instagram. Also, please like the Straight Gully Facebook fan page. Check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs.
Hey, I'm Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
We'll talk to you later. I'm gone.